Former President Donald Trump is taking shots at House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy over the lack of GOP representation on the House January 6 committee. Mr. Trump said it was a bad decision for Mr. McCarthy to withdraw his Republican nominees from the committee when the panel was being formed last summer. President Trump told USA Radio Network host Wayne Allen Root, "It was a bad decision not to have representation on that committee. That was a very, very foolish decision because they try to pretend like they're legit, and only when you get into the inner workings, you say, what kind of a thing is this? Just a one-sided witch hunt." House Speaker Nancy Pelosi rejected 2 of Mr. McCarthy's 5 Republican appointees for the committee, Representatives Jim Jordan of Ohio and Jim Banks of Indiana, saying she wanted to respect the integrity of the investigation. Mr. McCarthy then withdrew all of his nominees and called the Speaker's move an egregious abuse of power. Ms. Pelosi hand-selected 2 anti-Trump Republicans, Representatives Liz Cheney of Wyoming and Adam Kinzinger of Illinois, to serve on the committee. The remaining 7 members, including the chairman, Representative Benny Thompson of Mississippi, are Democrats. The panel kicked off a series of public appearances to unpack its findings after a nearly year-long investigation this month, with a primetime hearing followed by 2 daytime hearings featuring live testimony and videotaped depositions and scenes from the Capitol during the riot. The panel aims to lay out a case that Mr. Trump's push to overturn the presidential election resulted in the Capitol attack. President Trump has said the committee is a kangaroo court. He said the sole aim of the committee is to bar him from running in the 2024 presidential election. On Friday, Mr. Trump called the committee members con artists at a conference hosted by the Faith and Freedom Coalition. He said, "There's no clearer example of the menacing spirit that has devoured the American left than the disgraceful performance being staged by the Unselect Committee." In the radio interview, the former president also took a subtle shot at Mr. McCarthy's bid for Speaker should Republicans take control of the House in this year's midterms. He said, "I endorsed him in his race, but I haven't endorsed anyone for Speaker.